Hi kids. All right, I'm actually going to work through a series circuit problem with you. You probably should copy this into your notes. I have 3 resistors, a 5 ohm, a 10 ohm, and a 15 ohm resistor, and then my voltage for my battery is going to be 15 volts. And we're going to make a chart like this, and you'll see why in just a little bit. So if the sub wants to pause this so you can put this in your notes, that would be great. And then we'll come back. But so pause. All right. Hopefully you guys got it in your notes. But let's go through this then. First thing you're gonna have to do when I give you guys a circuit is you need to identify, is it a series circuit or a parallel circuit? In this case, it is a series circuit. Why? That is right. There is only one path for the current to go around. So it is a series circuit. So I'm going to be using the series circuit rules that we just talked about. First thing I'm going to do is plug in my resistors. So I have a 5 ohm resistor, a 10 ohm resistor, and a 15 ohm resistor. Okay, so there's that. The 15 volts, where should that go in my chart? Well, that's my total voltage for the whole circuit. So that's going to go in right here for 15 volts on the total side. Okay? Now we have to figure out, well, what else can I fill out? Well, from our series circuit rules, we know that as you add resistors, the total resistance for a series circuit goes up, and that your total resistance can be found by just adding these up. So 5 plus 10 plus 15 is 30 ohms. Now, if I use my Veronese equation, you know, it's Veronese. It's Veronese. Okay, I'm going to use my Veronese equation, and I'm going to say 15 divided by 30, so 15 equals I times 30, and I'm going to get 0.5 amps. Then if you remember your series circuit rules, because there is only one path for the current to go around, that means that the current every place in your circuit has to be the same. Because there's only whatever current comes out has to go there, has to go there, has to go there, and then come back in. So that this all has to be 0.5 amps. So 0.5 amps, 0.5 amps, 0.5 amps. Now if you take a look, we can now solve for the V using my Veronese equation again. So if I take this times this, I'm going to get this times this, I'm going to get this, and so on. And if I actually do the math, it's going to come out to be 2.5 volts, 5 volts, and 7.5 volts. The nice thing about circuits, we can always check to see if we're doing it correctly. We know that the voltage has to add up in a circuit. So if there's 2.5 volts across here, and there's 5 volts across here, and there's 7.5 volts across there, that has to add up to my total. So 2.5 plus 5 is 7.5, plus 7.5 is 15. Hooray, physics works. And then my last column, we talked about that today, or at least you guys should have gotten that today. To do that, it's P equals I times V. And if I take this times this, I'm going to get my number. So that would be 1.25. And what are the units for power? I said, what are the units for power? I'll tell you what, that's a joke that never gets old. So it's 1.25 watts. What? 1.25 watts. This times this, 2.5 watts. What? 2.5 watts. This times this is 3.75 watts. What? 3.75 watts. And then this times this is going to be 7.5 watts. What? 7.5 watts. Well, the reason that this column is important is that power, no matter what your circuit is, power will always add up. So if I take this, plus I do get 7.5. So hooray, I did it right. So there is your series circuit. Have fun doing your own. Thanks, bye.